Dukes of Weebdom. Episode 135.
Welcome in.
How you do?
Doing alright.
Just alright?
Just alright.
I'm doing okay. I'm doing good. Playing some Crimson Desert, you know?
Watching the end of an era happen.
If you could call it that.
Well, it was an era.
Yeah. An era, alright. We'll get to that. There's much to discuss there. But to finish my thought real quick and like put my initial thoughts on Crimson Desert out. Yeah, I've been playing Crimson Desert and I like it a lot. Yeah. It's basically just a sandbox type game. That's what you should look at it as. The story is weak. Like weaker than weak. I could not tell you what's happening.
To be fair, there's a lot of games like that for me, so.
Yeah. And it's like, not even just that. It's just like, the story is boring. There's no main story. Like, your character gets straight up murdered in the first combat that you do. Like, not even just like, oh, he got hurt and thrown in the water. Yeah. No, this dude stabbed me seven times in the chest and then stabbed me in the throat and ripped the knife out, like, sideways. Damn. He, like, half decapitates you, throws you in the water. Some weird shit happens. It shows you floating in the water. And then all of a sudden, you're just sitting there on the side of a river, just contemplating as some fishermen are there. And some dude walks up and is like, hey, all right, let's go. And you're like, yeah, let's go. Okay, whatever. But again, it's more just this massive open world. And it's like, go find the cool stuff. And that's just literally what I've been doing. Running around, I see something on the horizon, and I'm like,
I'm going to go to that.
That's cool. I'm going there.
The old Skyrim adage. If you see it, you can go there.
Basically, yes. So, that's what I've been doing. And like I said earlier, I said that I played it starting Friday, and when I was exploring, I found the quest reunion for anyone that plays. The main story quest bugged out for me. I found the temple early. I was somehow able to get inside. It just auto-opened for me when it wasn't supposed to. Grabbed the shit and left. So when a story asked me to go there, I was missing the first ghost to learn from.
Brutal.
And it was tough because the game's so large. And I was playing it day one, so there was there were some people on Reddit. Reddit has been my saving grace for this game, because there's no guides online for it.
Yeah, no.
There's 70-something bosses in the game, and my game is fucking massive. So if you just ran in a direction and you're the first person to find a boss, like.
It's kind of like the good old days, though, in that way.
You're not finding info online. It's just not happening. I'm sure now, at this point, I'm sure most of the game is covered online. I'm sure you could find shit.
Yeah, a lot of people are playing it.
Everyone's playing it because it's the only game out right now. But yeah, I got hard locked at 1 a.m. Friday night at a story. So I was talking to our mutual friend about it, and I'm like, so do I just bite the bullet and restart now, or hope that a patch comes to fix this thing? And I didn't know how it was going to go, or how the team was going to handle it. So I said, fuck it, and I restarted. But because I was, at that point, 5, 6, 7 hours into the game, for me to get back to that 5-hour point, I mean...
Yeah, because I was also still learning. Like, you're beelining when you go back in.
Yeah, and, because I found this badass chess piece that I'm still wearing now. Plate Steel of Shadow, or whatever. Ooh. It's dope. And I made it my mission to try and find the rest of the armor. And there was zero info online. Nowhere. Because I found it in way up north. I was just kind of just going. And then I stumbled upon the chess piece. But then I found out you can get the full set. I think it's at the end of Act 5 of story. You fight the boss, and the boss is wearing that armor, and you can get the
Nice.
full set. I have the full set except for the helmet and the cloak, which you can't get other than through that boss fight anyway, I think. So
the way you're destined to fight him.
yes. I got a doggo. He follows me.
Nice.
Yep. Any dog or cat you see in the game, you can have follow you.
That's amazing.
You just gotta pet it, give it some food.
Now I want to play this game.
There's a trust meter. You got to get it to 100, which you can do it in a day, because you can pet them 5 times, and each pet gives them +5 to trust. But that needs to, like, it'll stay. That pet will stay at 25, but then you have to sleep. The next day you come back 25 more.
Yeah.
But you can do that and give them food as well, and food will increase
Give
it.
it more.
And cats, you can pick them up and like you pet them. So, oh yeah. Hold on. Let me show you this, because then you're really gonna be. Was it my wife that sent it to me today? No. Okay, it was the other group chat. Dun, 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 dun. You can dress up your pets.
Aww.
Yep, you can find little armors for your.
It's a high definition kitty too.
Yes. So I have like a bloodhound dog thing right now.
Nice.
This like it's probably a Shiba Inu, but because it's husky, it's too small to be a husky, but too big to be a Shiba Inu.
Pomsky.
Could be, I don't know. But I saw one on YouTube, and I was like, oh, that's cute. And then just, a whole bunch of cats. There's fat cats, there's normal cats, there's all different colored cats and stuff. But yeah, it's good. I'm just chilling. I'm just waiting for the weekend so I can play some more. Dive back in there instead of playing for an hour a day.
True. Halfway there.
Well, yeah. 2 more days. Day and a half. But yes, yeah. That's Crimson Desert.
Nice.
I could talk more about it, but I mean, you'd just be like, "Oh, yes,
Indeed.
yes, that's the boss. Yes, oh, this cool tower you saw. I have no visual to compare this to." But there's a lot of people online that fucking like. I don't want to say like there's people shit talking it for like, oh, it's got a bad story or this, and it's like.
So did Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Dragon's Dogma had its problems. But, Crimson Desert had its problems too. I said that bug.
Yeah.
There was no storage in the game. So you had to, every item in the game you had to carry on you, which you have limited storage and it grows with you. So you do kind acts for people and you'll gain more inventory slots. So we were having serious, because that means you have to carry every piece of iron you pick up, which upgrades your gear. So you have iron and copper just for normal our level gear, and I know there's 4 different ores. Then you can cut down trees. Any tree in the game, you just walk up to it. You have an axe, cut it down. And there's 3 types of timber from that.
Very RuneScape.
Yeah, and then there's a pickaxe you need to mine. Well, you can use another ability, but you got your pickaxe, you got your wood axe, you got there's a shovel, there's a hoe, a rake. There's things you can use for that kind of stuff. So you can plant trees, I guess, because there's apple seeds that I have that tells you can plant a tree. So I assume you'd use those gardening tools for it. There's hammers to hammer stuff down with. So it's tools.
Minecraft in my Elden Ring.
And then there's weapons. You have a shield and a sword, or you can put 2 swords on and dual wield. Then there's great swords and there's spears.
Thanks.
And so yeah, a lot of things to be carrying around. And then what happens when I find this cool armor, right? Certain armors have certain perks on them or would be better for certain bosses. And I'm like, okay, I outgrew this armor. This other armor is better. Let me go put that on. And then all of a sudden...
You have to discard your old armor.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. Especially if you rank it up to, like, You've upgraded it so many times. So there was no storage. And there's a bunch of other problems, but like every problem that me and our friend were talking about were fixed in the Sunday night into Monday morning patch. Nice. They added a storage chest. They fixed that quest that was bugged of mine. And
good that fixes it retroactively too.
Yeah, they increased the healing of the food items in the game. They increased inventory slots. They made movement more responsive or whatever. Still little problems with that. Like, I just fought a boss where I had to use the bow a lot. And, like, it's not very quick with swapping to the bow.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, there's another thing. A bow and arrows, more inventory space.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. But I will say the biggest complaint that I've had, the controls are just absolute fucking dog water.
Yeah.
And literally every single person agrees. So L1 and R2, R2 and R1 are your main attacks.
Ew. Also already bad.
Like
bad
light.
Start.
I don't want to say light and heavy attacks because they're just two different combos or whatever.
Yeah.
Square is jump, but it is also how you interact with everything.
It's already a bad jump button too.
Yeah. Well, first off, that's like gaming rule number 1. If you put jump as the same button that I need to pick that piece of paper up, and I'm standing there jumping instead of picking it up, items are the item. So if you have to pick up a piece of paper, it's literally a piece of paper on the floor. It doesn't glow.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any prompts.
I do like that.
Unless you put your cursor over it. But trying to get the cursor that is not there, unless you hold out a lamp, then you get the little dot. But otherwise, it's just you looking, you're trying to get your cursor over something. So most of the time, you don't know if there's an item that you're even able to pick up in a spot. But I've gotten used to that.
It actually sounds kind of immersive, at least.
Yeah. Circle is to dodge. No problem there.
That one's pretty good.
X is to sprint.
That should be my jump.
Yeah, so X is your, like, you hit it once and you, like, jog. You hit it, like, double tap it and you sprint.
I feel like that would have made a better interact button, too.
Well, to interact with any NPC, like a shop owner, you walk up to him and you'll have to press press and hold the L1, which brings up a sub-menu to then either hit X to go into the shop.
Yeah.
Or get a button to give them a gift or to greet them or whatever for their loyalty or, affection meter or whatever.
Their bond.
Yeah. And it's just like you'll feel in like the clunkiness. I know you never played The Witcher, but like when it reminds me of The Witcher where you're running, or say you're just trying to walk, right? And if you're trying to get on a specific spot and you just tap the analog to like left to like move him one step left, he'll move left, but then take 2 more steps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's
very
like
Rockstar and Last of Us like.
Yeah, don't take 2 more
realistic
steps. Take the
movement.
Take the quotes, big
quotes, gigantic quotes.
So they've touched on that, like the handling of the character, but I don't know. It's still a little clunky, but it's whatever. I'll get over it.
Glad you're liking it though.
Yes, I am enjoying it greatly. It's beautifully stunning. Mm-hmm. There's a camp that you can customize. Oh, and there's 2 other characters, but I've been dreading. I haven't done it since the patch, but it was super buggy when I played over the weekend.
Yeah.
So I have another character, the female character, and there's an orc later on that you can get. But so you summon them to you, right? So you could summon them so you can have your animal, your pet. Your pet will follow you and it'll loot bodies for you.
Nice. Very Diablo.
Pretty awesome for you. And say you summon, just like right now I have the girl character. You summon her to your, like, you hit the button to summon them.
Yeah.
But then you have to hit a button to gather, so it's like, brings you all together. But it takes you and the person and puts you towards the closest teleport spot, instead of being where you are, instead of just
plopping them there.
And I know they can do it, because your horse, you can leave your horse anywhere on the map and they'll still show you, oh, your horse is over there. But you whistle for it.
It comes
and
to
you literally teleport. You can see it teleport in front of you, and you just jump on it.
Does it teleport you to the teleport spot with your horse?
Yeah. Same with the pet when you summon your pet, too. So I might just do it with them. But then also, so say, for whatever reason, I summon... We'll just use Skyrim because you know that map. You summon her in Riften, and then you, for some reason, she stays there, and you leave, and you go to fucking Winterhold. And you're in Winterhold, and she's in Riften. You can switch to control her. It will leave Cliff, the main character, in Winterhold and put your perspective on her in Riften. So now you're in Riften, he's over there. And you're like, well, maybe I just wanted her to come to me or whatever. So it's like, or maybe I just wanted to be in the same spot. I just wanted to play the girl here or whatever. But it's just kind of clunky. But when I would do that over the weekend, when I would switch between her and Cliff, a lot of bugs would happen. Like one of them, when I switched back to Cliff, I couldn't move. Like I could move the camera, all of the NPCs,
move your body.
Everything was still moving except the left analog to take steps wouldn't move. And then another one I noticed, when I was sprinting, the stamina bar didn't show up to show that I was being depleted. So I was like, what I really noticed, because flying takes stamina. And I jumped off a big cliff, and I was just flying over, and it just kept going and going and going, and I flew for like a solid minute and a half straight. I was like, oh, this is nice. I'm sure I'll come back. But then I went and fought something, and for whatever reason, just because my stamina wouldn't go down, their health also wouldn't go down.
Oh.
And I was just fighting a wolf. Like, if I hit the wolf 20 times...
You didn't know it was the eternal wolf.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, fuck. So I had to reload and autosave. So ever since, I just haven't been doing the character swap. Which just kind of sucked, because she has, like, they have their own independent skill trees. So, if I'm not using her, well, I could still use it. That's the kind of game where
you want to all in one character anyways.
Well, I think the map's plenty big enough to have, like, I don't think there's, like, a progression that says you own, like, 20% of the skills. But
is it, like, level gated at all?
You don't level up. You gain, so you have this 3 items you can get, these like Nexus items, and when you kill it on your HUD at the bottom, like where your health is and your stuff, there's a yellow bar on the side that as you kill enemies will fill up. When that bar fills up to the top, which will quote unquote level up or whatever, gives you an item which allows you to pick a skill. You go into the skills tree, and there'll be 3 items, and they'll use 2 of this item. You can get this skill. 2 of this. And they have 3 main stats. Your spirit, which uses your special moves, increase your health, or increase your stamina. And then each one of those has a tree of skills.
Well, that's what I mean. I'd rather just keep going with the person I've been upgrading than have to...
Yeah, so it's more of just you need to find these items, and then the items you use to buy skills. But you don't level up. The only quote-unquote leveling up is you level your equipment at the smithy by refining it and getting stronger. But most weapons and stuff that I've seen, attack power is the same. It's the bonus effect is what you want to go for. I've seen some crazy weapons bonus effects, but
noise.
It's good. I like it. I'll be playing it for the foreseeable future. The only other thing that I know that's coming that I'm getting, because I already paid for it, is Lord of Hatred.
Yes.
At the end of next month. But
with vampire crawlers.
I don't know when I will play it, though, because I deleted Diablo to download this.
Yeah, I'm really hoping I need to catch up in Monster Hunter before I can re-download Diablo.
Just in time for the expansion announcement coming in the summer.
Yeah.
But Nope, that's it. That's all I got from Crimson Desert. I could talk about it for the whole podcast, but I won't do that to you. You know, you're not playing the game. I appreciate it. Do we get right into it?
Yeah.
Chainsaw Man ended.
Yeah. Ended.
Yeah, out of left field. Give me your thoughts first. Because you read it first.
I thought it was a good, bad ending. That's how I would put it.
I think it was a lazy ending.
That's another good way to put it. A good, lazy ending. Because it still made me distinctly think of, like, Yu Yu Hakusho. Where he's just like, I'm so done with this. Let's just wrap this all up. Let's knock Yusuke out in the tournament. Time skip over the tournament while he's unconscious and just say everything's wrapped up.
There was a tournament at the end of...
Yu Yu Hakusho, yeah. In the demon world. But in the middle of Yusuke's bout, he gets knocked out and they jump over the rest of it and then end the show.
Wow, really, huh?
Yeah, it's one of the worst endings. And Takashi even admitted, he's like, I'm sorry, I just didn't want to write it anymore. So that's where my
the ending
brain
was that demon fight when he turns into a demon.
Yeah,
and fights the other
in a tournament. He loses.
That's in a tournament?
Yeah. To decide the king of the demon world.
And he loses?
Yep. And gets knocked unconscious. And then
who becomes king? The dude he was fighting?
No, the dude that was that Kurama was sponsoring. He's like set up as like the bad guy, but he actually wasn't that bad of a guy. And they like updated Yusuke when he wakes up at how the tournament went. That's where my mind went to with bad endings / lazy endings.
Bro. I don't know, man. I'm just praying to the heavens that One Piece sticks the landing because everything that's been ending has fucking been ass.
Yeah.
You know what I will say, actually? The one ending that I actually kind of liked, but everyone shit on, and I don't understand why they shit on, was Bleach's ending. Which is technically not its ending because, like, Kubo may or may not do another arc for it, but...
Yeah.
I thought that the 1,000-Year Blood War arc had a bunch of problems. The ending to the Yhwach fight, that was a problem.
Yeah, that's what I think.
But the very last chapter of Bleach, I guess, like...
The actual wrap-up?
Yeah, the very last chapter, I thought it was fine. I didn't have any issues with it. I think the only people that were baby raging were the people that were like, Ichigo should have been with Rukia. And I'm like... That's like saying Naruto sucked because Sakura went with Sasuke.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a stronger argument than Bleach's.
Well, I will say that's a sucky part, but that's not why the ending of Naruto sucks. The reason the ending of Naruto sucks is because you didn't show us him become the Hokage. You skipped it. How the fuck is the entire show Naruto saying, I'm gonna be the Hokage, and then you don't show him become the Hokage? Like, there's no ceremony in the last chapter. It's just you.
Thanks for reading.
You're still a Chonin, a Chonin. You, because he never went to.
No, he's not even a Chunin. I don't think.
No, he is, because he passed the Chunin exams, but he did he? No, I think he's still a Genin or whatever. Yeah, you're right. The whole time, so like, you need to go up the ranks, bud. You can't become a Hokage right now, and that's how it ends or whatever, right? And then it's just Boruto chapter 1. He's Hokage.
Yeah, or I think there's a movie.
Well, yes, but I think at the very end of the chapter, the last page, there is, yeah, because I remember this. The very last page, it just shows his face as Hokage, and you're like on the mountain. I remember that because someone graffitied it, and one of the graffitis on the headband is the Straw Hat Jolly Roger.
Nice.
But yeah, so Naruto's ending, nobody likes it. Bleach's ending, controversial. Some people like it, some people don't. Oshinoko's ending, everybody hated it. Fucking JJK, everybody hated it.
My Hero Academia.
But I hear the updated chapter, everyone was satisfied with that. The one that came out like 2 months, 3 months later.
Yeah.
because he was like, "Damn, wow, I fumbled that, so let me do it."
Let me fix that real quick.
Yeah. What's another one that fucking sucked? You said Yu Yu Hakusho, but yeah, all these things suck. And now,
To be fair, Yu Yu Hakusho, that was a while ago, though. That's digging up old wounds.
It is. But now, fucking Chainsaw Man.
Yep.
It's
better than some of those other endings, I guess.
I don't think so. I think it's literally the Togashi thing. I think that Fujimoto was just so over. Done. And you can see it. We've been saying it. I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. He's just gooning at the end.
Yeah. Let's just have sex. And we didn't even get that.
It's like, I think that the Fami is death bullshit. I think that wasn't originally good. I think that was supposed to be famine the whole time. So I think that was just something he threw in there. Like, let me just throw the
Get some Death Devil in here real quick.
Yeah, she was the Death Devil. The Lord of Hatred or Fear or whatever she is.
That was the biggest fumble, in my opinion.
You've been talking about it, like, most of part 2.
Yeah.
That
was the whole point of part 2?
Yeah, it never came to fruition. Fucking...
We didn't get to see him. Like, it would have been... I would have at least taken it if it was like the last moment was him being summoned and that's when the oh shit stuff happens and they pull this weird revert. But we didn't get to see him.
It's just like, and then it's like, okay, we never see the shadow, the darkness devil again. We don't see the hell devil.
We don't see anything cool.
We don't see Kishibe at all. Fucking Denji never gets to go looking for the Blood Devil / power.
Though that was the one thing he did. It was the one thing he gave us.
Yeah, power. But I think it was just to satisfy fans. It's like, oh, everyone wants power. Here she is. And they don't even explain what happens, but you can assume, based on Asa's reaction in the chapter, that she did something to either wipe Denji's memories, throw him back. Like, she altered the world. Because power's kind of there, maybe. It might just be the next incarnation of the Blood Devil, kind of like how...
Well, no, it's definitely a full revert. Like, it changed time for, like, a world without Pochita. Because he ate himself.
Yeah. So is that Pochita's doing, or Asa's? Because Asa seems to remember. I say she remembers based on her facial expressions when she's saying Chainsaw Man. You can just see
she remembered. I think she wouldn't just go by.
I think that I took from it that she knew what was going on.
I would like that more.
But I don't know. I just don't like it. I think it's lazy.
I don't blame you.
I think he was done. I think he's been done with Chainsaw Man for a while.
I think he has been too.
And he just finally bit the bullet and said, fuck it, this is far enough. Pochita's going to eat himself, and then Tenji's going to get taken out by some fucking no-name devil. We're not going to cover anything of what Asa and Yoro are doing. Fucking...
I'm not going to tie anything up or pay anything off.
You're going to get no info on what the fuck is up with, what's his name?
I don't get to see an alive Yoshida in this new world.
Yeah, no.
Also, no alive Aki. Which I found weird, because he didn't, like, eat Aki or the Gun Devil. I feel like they would still all just lose to the Gun Devil now, in this new universe.
Yeah, if the Gun Devil is back, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, if you ask me, Nayuta is a weaker Control Devil than Makima.
Yeah, she's not as ruthless. Yeah. Even if she was as strong, she's not as ruthless, so...
And she definitely ain't going to be going around getting the same contracts Makima got to be practically immortal.
Now I'm sad. They could have brought Aki back and they didn't. That's my takeaway.
Yeah. My takeaway? Chainsaw Man ended at the end of part 1.
Chainsaw ended when Denji got a hand job.
That's the...
Goal complete. Done.
That was the fucking... The tipping off point.
Sure was.
When things started to go bad.
End of an era.
Yeah, well, yeah, because now the Dark Trio is over.
Yes, all of them.
All three of them.
Mal still hasn't updated Chainsaw Man to have, like, finished chapters. It still says ongoing. I set it to complete, though. And a single manly tear rolled down my cheek.
It means Kagurabachi and Dandadan are the only two big names that Shonen has right now.
And Spy Family.
Well, Spy Family,
It's not a big name.
It kind of is, but it's so weird that Spy Family to me is it just like.
What helps Spy Family a lot is it's a completely different genre.
That's what I mean, yeah. Because when I think of like shonen anime, I don't think I know Spy Family has every right to be there too. It's shonen. It's always been on shonen. It's in Shonen Jump. But when I think shonen, I think Kagurabachi, JJK, Bleach, Naruto, One Piece. You know.
I think this is going to be the week. I'm going to have to check out some of these new ones.
Yeah, we're gonna have to give some support to some of them. Is there anything new that has come out recently?
Kinda.
Last couple of chapters. I mean, like...
Yeah, there's a lot that are under 10 chapters right now. Kanato's Magic, which is the most generic fucking one-sentence synopsis I've ever seen in my life. The grand adventure of the ultimate support character begins.
Gross.
The art style, though, does look nice in this banner. Nothing too flashy, but...
No, not bad. Kind of looks Black Clover-esque.
Yeah, like Black Clover and maybe World Trigger had a baby.
And then this one looks like fucking Midoriya, Under Doctor.
Yep, that's another one I was thinking of that's under 10 chapters. Goron Egg, even though it's over 10, but it's 20, but...
Alien Headbutt. The fuck is that? No rings, no rules, no refs, but lots of aliens and headbutting.
I'll probably check that out. I think it's an awful name, but I mean, I read Chainsaw Man. Sometimes the name isn't everything.
Maybe we should check out Ultimate Exorcist Kiyoshi, because it's got 85 chapters.
I really don't want to.
No, you're just done with Exorcist stuff?
I think I am.
Meet the strongest exorcist the world has ever known, Sato Gojo.
Yes.
Satoru Gojo. I said Sato.
It's okay. Well, there's this new manga here, Centuria, 4 chapters.
Yeah, maybe we should check that out.
I keep forgetting to tell you to read more.
You know what we should do? Yes.
Catch up to Centuria?
Centuria, Magi, Sakamoto.
Yeah, let's catch up in those. Again, I might read some of these one chapters. You know what I mean? Like, read the opening chapter to a few of these.
So, I might make you sad with my statement.
Uh-oh.
So, did you watch that video I sent you?
Yes, I did.
Pretty good video, right?
Yeah.
Just random, because it's tied into that in the way that I've been listening to that guy, and because I listened to him, it's like, oh, maybe you like this creator too. So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Video about fucking Griffith. Why he's been the most hated villain in anime for 30 years. So I was like, fuck it. Let's go. I already know why, but I'll listen to your take. And I'm like, yeah, cool. And then I started watching a bunch of his videos, and he was talking about other villains and stuff. And one of his villains, that the next one I watched was about Johan in Monster.
Nice.
And I'm like, damn, I gotta read fucking Monster, man.
It's long.
It is, well, not that bad. 170 something. The next one's longer. But I don't know if I want to read it now. Because I got basically the whole story in this villain's fucking video. I watched a video on Friend.
Oh no! Don't spoil me.
20th Century Boy.
No spoilers for James.
Yeah, so I know who Friend is, and I know basically the whole plot of 20th Century Boys.
Brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal.
I will say, though, I don't know why it's called 20th Century Boys. It takes place in 2001.
Yeah, isn't that the 21st century?
Yeah.
Though it does have the sequel, 21st Century Boys.
Yes. But also, this isn't a spoiler, but part of the story it's 3 parts because it flashes to when they were kids.
Yes, I have seen a few of those flashbacks.
And then it goes to the quote present day, which is 2001 or whatever. But then the story ends in like 2010, 15 or whatever. Like the timeline goes, you know what I mean? It's not like other manga where you could say the entire story took place over a month or whatever, you know what I mean? This story takes place over many years. So I'm like sitting here and I'm like, so the entire fucking story takes place in the 21st century, but we're calling it 20th Century Boys. Cool.
Gotcha.
Maybe because they were boys in the 20th century and now they're men. But yeah, so I watched that whole thing and I'm like, because it's by the same author, and I know nothing about Pluto still. I just know it exists.
I watched like half of the anime.
What is it about? I swear I've asked you this before.
It's pretty much Dark Astro Boy.
So it's a boy turned into a robot?
Yes, there's several robots, and it's actually based on an episode of Astro Boy specifically.
Oh, cool.
But it's pretty much a murder mystery. Someone is starting to kill these like famous robots that ended a war.
Wasn't Astro Boy the first anime?
It's one of
the first Japanese animes?
I think so. So it's like a dark twist on that. The anime is really good. We just didn't end up finishing it. I think it's on Netflix. So I never got to twist of like who the murderer is.
Oh, it's another murderer. Got it.
Yeah.
Dude loves his murder mysteries. Huh?
Yeah. So again, they're murdering the robots, though. It's a lot about our robots, people, and stuff like that. Usual robot themes.
Like, even with Monster, I know now how it ends.
I know too much about Monster now. I too have watched a recent video that went through, like, everything Johan did.
I didn't see everything he did.
I saw all of the stuff about like his backstory and everything.
I know like bullet points, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I know he was abandoned by his mother and he had to dress up like his sister to hide who they were.
He also like took on his sister's trauma as his own too.
Yeah.
Like gaslit himself into thinking he went through the same thing.
Because I guess that's a big reveal. It's like this whole time you think he had this whole traumatic past, and then you're like, oh, wait, he didn't. It was his sister that went through all that stuff.
Yeah, he like psychosomatically.
But he's still a fucking evil person.
A monster, would you say?
I think I would. But, you know. And we also got I got Berserk, so I need to get back into reading that.
I have a lot of physicals to read. 20th Century Boys. I want to get back into Dorohedoro. I'm halfway through the manga, and I'm scared this new season is going to catch up to where I was in the manga.
I don't have it anymore, but I remember I was saving a picture for the longest time to show you just because I was like so impressed with the artwork on it. Some dude that got cut in half. But I was afraid to show you because I was like, I have no idea who this character is, and I don't want to show him a character he likes getting cut in half.
Especially since I still don't know what Cayman's face looks like, so I'm still like,
right. It could have been watching him.
And I'm getting real close too. He's starting to get his memories back now. I should probably reread like 2 volumes.
He was like cut in half, like right below the shoulders, so it like shows the top. It's 2 panels. There's a top panel where he's just standing there, and then a bottom panel where it's everything from like just below the shoulders up is gone, and you see the top and all like the detail in the jar, and I was like, damn.
Dorohedoro does it different. It just does. Dorohedoro doesn't even have fights. It just has violence. There's none of this like tit for tat. Oh, they might throw a kick like this, and I'm gonna have to block like this. No, it's just I cut your fucking face. Oh shit! Let me stab you and bite your face. I turn you into a mushroom. We don't talk about the mechanics of how I do this. I just spit out some smoke, and everything that smoke touches is mushrooms now.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a good thing that I think there's only 3 at most anime coming out next season that I'll be interested in. One Piece is coming back with Elbeth, which I'm going to be sad about in the sense that they're going to do the beginning half of Elbeth, which is cool and all. But I want to see the God Valley flashback, and it ain't getting to that. If anything, they'll get to, like, that's how it'll end. To be like, okay, God Valley in 6 months. And I'm like, but the Classroom of the Elite and
Demons of the Shadow Realm.
Yes,
I was hoping you'd remember.
Yeah, the FMA authors of the work.
Yeah.
So those are the only real
the quality behind it too. Every shot I see of it looks really nice.
It does, yes, very, very good. So I'm excited for those 3. So this will give me time because I haven't watched Hell's Paradise.
Neither have I. I watched like an episode.
I've also watched one single episode, but I have seen a whole bunch of clips from it, and the production value has drastically improved.
Nice.
Not saying season 1 was still good, but now season 2 is like great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
now it looks like Mappa's doing it.
Yes. And I still have Oshinoko.
Nice. I apparently still have half an episode of Gachiakuda. Holy shit.
I didn't watch that whole last episode because it was basically all talking and then like...
Yeah, I'm on the last 2, but it is mostly just like downtime from the last arc. Speaking of shit I have to read, I need to make sure I get ahead of the next season.
Oh yeah, because you said you ended...
Yeah.
Right where it is. Right?
I picked it back up and I read a couple more chapters, but it was literally like a couple more chapters.
Didn't Mappa do them too?
Gachiakuda? I don't think so. I don't know who did it. I don't think it was Mappa though.
I hope not. For Mappa.
I hope not for us getting more of it. I wonder if it tells me in Crunchyroll. Something makes me doubt it, but I'm going to see.
Well, if you start an episode, it would, but...
I'm not doing that.
Exactly.
Do.
I'm just going to go Google the bitch.
It has awards, but not studio. Fuckers. I think I know who. Yeah. That makes sense because they fucking made Soul Eater. And they're probably the ones that have Yomi no Sugai.
Nice.
Yep, Bones. Like, we're finally free of MHA. It's good. I don't know shit besides the first chapter for Demons of the Shadow Realm, so that will be nice.
Oh, and Dr. Stone final season's coming out too, but I haven't watched that in a while. But I was like
3 seasons behind.
Same, and I was like, I thought that happened already, but I guess not.
I don't know what it is why or when Dr. Stone lost me, but they sure did. I did not know Dorohedoro is on fucking Crunchyroll. I thought that was Netflix exclusive.
Well, there you go.
There's a section on Crunchyroll right now. Catch up before the new season.
Dun, dun, dun. I do love how we're sitting here, by the way, and we're like, oh, we should, now that Chainsaw Man's over, we can read this, and this now to fill the gap. I was like, but Chainsaw Man was 14 pages every week.
True. Whatever we add, it's going to be doubling what we read.
You read Kagurabachi?
Yes. Was there even a new one?
No.
Sure wasn't.
Shiba teleported.
Yeah, and they went on for like a whole chapter about Datanseki.
Yes.
It was alright. Well, there's just necessary explainy chapters.
Setting up Rokuhira to make the swords.
Turn up Sushi Guy to already respect him and acknowledge him.
Basically. I'm here for it, though.
Same. Well, that's really it for manga. I mean, I'm still not caught up on Spy Family.
I read 8 chapters today.
I'm 2 chapters behind.
I think I am now, too. Because I think I was 3 behind, and I was like, I should read one of these. Yeah, I read 128. They went on the date to the TV show. And then, of course, people had to hijack it while Yuri's there. That's
actually what I just read, too. I started the second to last chapter.
I took pictures. Well, pictures. I took screenshots specifically of Yuri. And I was like, his tooth fell out.
I took a picture of both of the shots.
And then the next picture, all of his teeth falling out. I was like, oh no, Yuri.
Poor Yuri.
Fucking Yuri. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, man. Dandadan's weird this week. Kenta getting a haircut from obviously Jermaine fucking playing.
Yeah, the most obviously evil man ever.
It's the guy liner, man.
I love how off-putting some of his characters can be. Just weird-ass motherfuckers. Your hair is really ugly. Such an ugly haircut.
What you got against my hair, bud? Back off. You're following us. I ain't following you. Your hair's ugly. Bitch, you're following me. Your hair's ugly. Go away.
Just so weird.
Yeah, well, that's Dandadan. It's weird, and it's glorious for that exact reason.
But still not much to talk about there.
No, it's the in-between stuff. Like, everyone is in the in-between stuff right now.
Yeah.
You know, they're not in the height of action. Except, well, One Piece is in the height of action, but...
I actually have a secret topic to talk about.
Oh?
I started a new game.
Oh?
Dissidia.
NT?
No.
Duodecim?
No.
The new one on the phone?
Yeah. There's a new one on the phone.
I didn't know it came out already.
Yeah.
Is it bad?
It's so weird because I hit pre-order on the App Store and I get an email saying the thing that you pre-registered for is ready. I'm like, what's the fucking point of pre-registering if it won't just download when it's available?
True.
So dumb. I was lucky I went through my emails. Well, lucky's a strong word.
Is it bad?
It's baffling, to say the least. It's not awful. It's very questionable.
I watched a video on Square Enix today.
Nice.
About their Universal Fumble.
Which one's that?
Of 15.
Ah, yeah.
Well, not even... Well, what you're thinking about, no. Because they had... 15 came out. And it was just not good.
Yeah.
I mean,
subpar.
Subpar. It was still good. It sold a lot. Reviews came in, but there was a lot missing out of it. And then they did great work with all of the DLCs. The Prompto DLC, the Ignis, Gladio.
Still bullshit that they cut out a chunk of the game to fill in with DLC, though. It just felt so intentional.
No, it wasn't, though. That came after the fact, because then they made a whole studio to make those DLCs. So this is the Fumble that I'm talking about. They made that studio. It's like, they had a stupid Crystalis something studio. Yeah. And because it came out, 2016. The last DLC for it came out in 2019. So it's 3 years later, and they're still putting content out for the game. And they had 6 more DLCs planned for it that didn't come out. So I think his name was Takaba. That was the lead developer on 15, like the one that came out when they booted Nobara and said, do this game. Because in his defense, too, because Versus 16 was announced, 13 was announced 2006. didn't go. It went nowhere for the longest time, and Takaba was brought in, and he made what 15 is, and was released in like 2 or 3 years.
You just also mention how bad of a name 13 Verses is for the concept that they were making.
Well, it was because it was part of a 3.
I know, but that doesn't mean they have
yeah.
to put Verses as the subtitle.
Yeah, well, you're right. Because it was Versus 13, and Agito.
This sounds like a fighting game.
And Agito, which Agito became Type 0.
Yeah.
And they were all...
Lord knows why that's called that, though.
Yeah. They were all supposed to be in the same, like, different worlds, but built upon the same lore and systems, and it just didn't work out that way, so they made Type 0 its own thing, and Versus 13 stayed in development hell forever until it became 15.
Yeah.
But they were fucking slamming out all of these DLCs and shit for that. They were planning a Lunafreya one, an Arnea one, and everyone is so mad we didn't get the Arnea one, but especially that comment
and no one is mad that they didn't get the Lunafreya one.
People were, because we've seen like the 15 fan base was like loving those DLCs, and I know that simply for just reading these comment sections and like him pulling stuff up and like look at this thread that's right here, and like everyone was amped for all these things, and the game sales were proving it. They were selling like 2,000 copies a day.
Damn.
3 years after the game came out. So, because like you could see the curve, like you showed the graph, because they were doing regular sales updates, and then the last sales update we ever got for 15 was when they were trying to push it to get to the 10 million sales units sold, and they made it. But they were gonna have a live stream event talking about DLCs and stuff, and it was already a planned event or whatever. When it came on, they started the event by putting a title card on the thing saying that Takaba had stepped away, resigned, fired as CEO, and that they were canceling any further DLCs for 15.
Woo! What an event!
To focus on a new AAA title. And they finished episode Arden, which they was working on, and they put that out. And guess what that AAA game was?
Not 16 then?
No, you know what it is.
Oh, Forspoken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Worth.
We don't have figures on that game, like sales figures, and Square Enix never revealed it, but best guesses based on like industry analysis or whatever says it didn't even sell 1 million.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. So it's the biggest flop Square Enix has ever had in terms of like
AAA.
any of their titles.
Damn.
It's like the biggest loss they've ever taken.
It's their own fault.
150%. Who the fuck asked for Forspoken?
Who the fuck asked for this?
That too, yeah. We want a port of Duodecim.
I do, really badly, actually. I forgot to check Steam, but I'm sure it doesn't exist.
No, or not even just a port. Just remake it exactly how it was.
Yeah, just port it.
Edit the equipment system. Because the equipment system.
Yeah, if you're going to make a new one, get rid of the equipment system.
I still liked farming out everyone's
I like
individual
it. Very
weapon.
unbalanced for a fighting game.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do away with that stuff. But there was
Don't
fun
turn it
stuff
into this. It's a 3v3 game where you're rushing to beat the boss before the other team.
Gross.
Yeah.
So you're not even fight the other team.
No, you can apparently. I thought when it was pitched too, I thought, oh, you can't? But no, they're around and you can fight them. It's just not the objective.
Huh.
Yeah. It only came out with 10 characters.
One of each main up to 10? What are the 10 characters?
No.
Let me guess, like,
silly man, that makes sense.
like 4 people from 7?
No, they are spread out. It's Warrior of Light from Final Fantasy 1.
Glorious.
Kane Highwind from 4.
Chad choice. Fuck Cecil. Not really. Cecil's awesome, but Kane's better.
Krill from 5.
Why? But okay, continue.
Terra. Cloud.
Go, dude.
Obvious. Renoa. Zidane.
From 4? 2 people from 4? Yeah.
No, Renoa's from 8.
Oh, right. Sorry, I thought of... There's a girl in fuck that's... In 4.
Yeah, love interest from 8.
Yes, yeah.
Zidane from 9.
Worst love interest ever.
I wouldn't know. I think Squall's the worst part of that combo, but I don't know Renoa at all.
So she's a major bitch. The whole game she's on Slifer's dick until Slifer goes away, and all of a sudden, oh, Squall, my fallback plan.
You look so handsome,
yeah.
Pickles.
Pixels. Anyway, continue. Sorry,
Zidane.
No.
Lightning.
Obvious.
This girl, Gaia from 14.
Gaia.
I don't know.
Gaia? Okay, yeah. Shadowbringer's Raid questline. Yes? Yeah, Shadowbringers.
Well, she's in here. And Prompto.
That's such a fucking...
They needed a support. What can I say?
How do you put Renoa over Squall? First off,
because you need more women. Easy. Because you need supports. Also, I think both of them are the same answer.
That is very true. But all right, how do you put?
Oh, sorry. Renoa is actually a ranged character, not a support.
All right, you need a ranged person.
Who is support? Is Krill the only support? That's wild. Yeah, Terra, Renoa, and Prompto are all in as ranged. No, Warrior of Light support too.
What? He's a warrior.
He does like field buffs of some kinds. Most of his abilities seem like attacks, though. So, that's the 10 characters. Of course, it's a gacha.
Of course.
Your first pull is fixed, though. It lets you re-roll as many times as you want for your first ability pull and your first character pull.
Oh, so you can guarantee your first character be somebody you want.
Yeah, and their best ability. I kept re-rolling until I got Army of 1 for Lightning. And God, is that worth? It's just like it's always been, this ridiculous, long, uninterruptible chain of attacks. So yeah, it exists. It's better than I thought the description made it sound, but still bad.
It's a fun game, so I knew it wouldn't be the greatest thing ever. Anyway,
I wish it could have been greater.
Yeah, I'm sure. Fuck.
I just missed Dissidia. Actual Dissidia.
Yeah, not these two failed flops since the peak of Duodecim.
Yeah. So sad.
I still have it. I play it every couple of months. I jump in there on my PS Vita, do a couple matches, destroy some AI opponents. You know?
I don't know. I miss it.
Cry a little bit that we miss it. That I'm the only one that plays it.
I would if I could, but I can't. So I sadly won't.
I don't think that you ever could again.
Probably
because,
not.
Well, because they didn't make Dissidia for the Vita, I don't think. You can only download it. Duodecim, right? There's no disc for the Vita.
No. But it might still be bought on my account, too, to be fair.
Yeah, but the support for Vita is gone, so I don't think you'd even be able to access the store to then download it.
No, probably not.
Plus, you don't have a Vita anymore.
No, and I would never buy one again.
Yeah, so say you could get one at you go to GameStop, you're like, oh shit, a Vita for $20? Okay. You know what I mean? But then it's like, yeah, it's $20, but I don't think you'd even be able to set up a PlayStation account on it.
No, I need a PSP in the old disc version.
Yeah, and then you couldn't play with. Well, no, you could
I
because
probably could.
local works between them because we did that.
Yeah.
Because you've never. Have you ever had a Vita?
Yeah, I did. For a short time. I didn't use it much, though. It was my Dissidia machine.
Same. I mean, I played. It was my Final Fantasy machine because I
had Final Fantasies on there, but I wasn't really playing them.
I had a bunch of them on there.
I was playing Dissidia.
I have 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10-2, and Dissidia on my Vita. I liked Vita. Vita was very strong. Like some of the games they were able to put out on that fucking system.
I wish they put out more games for that system.
That's the thing. They just didn't
have the game support. Games. I want Custom Robo back. I want Dissidia back.
That's why
F-Zero back.
That's why I don't get rid of games, dude.
I know. It's so sad. I sold all my good GameCube games.
PS2 is the oldest system that I have. I don't have a GameCube, and I don't have an N64.
I don't want to buy old consoles, but it's buying all the old games for them again. That would be bankrupting.
Yes. Yeah. Super expensive.
Yeah.
Well, that retro game store that's down the street might have them for good prices.
Yeah. That's a funny thing. Local stores are usually actually pretty good. It's when you try to find things online that...
Did we bring you? That card shop that me and my wife went to. They have a back room for retro games and stuff.
I'll play that fucking Yu-Gi-Oh game again. That Tactics Yu-Gi-Oh game I always bring up. The False-Bound Kingdom. It was a real-time strategy Yu-Gi-Oh game.
Yeah, I remember you saying it. You didn't remember what it was, and we found it on here. We looked it up.
Now I'll never forget again.
Mine is fucking... I think I have it either right here or upstairs. It's the Capsule Coliseum. I fucking love that game. It's basically...
I like Capsule Coliseum, too.
The chess
turn-based tactics.
Yes.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
I wouldn't want to call it chess. It's like chess pieces that each one has different movements, but the board is way bigger, and it's environmental, and it's like... raised and stuff.
I loved that. Damn. That's actually in an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Also. Capsule Coliseum. They played that once.
Yeah, it's the fucking...
I think it's in like the last season.
Is it? Well, what's that dice or card game that the dude with in the fucking Pegasus arcade?
Oh yeah,
there's that guy. I don't remember. Because that's what Yu-Gi-Oh was about. Was he was a game?
Yeah, it was like different games. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking reading like I haven't
read it. Read old Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, like the pilot chapter.
Yeah.
He was a savage, dude. Like. It wasn't Yami, it was just regular Yugi, but he was like basically evil. He was just fucking...
He was like killing people.
Yeah, banishing people to the Shadow Realm and shit when they lost.
Yeah, except no, they just die.
Yeah. He was fucking savage and smiling about it too. Like, damn, Yugi.
You lose, you pathetic...
And then the GOATs, Team 4-Star... gave us the gold that is Yu-Gi-Oh!
Improved Yu-Gi-Oh!
Probably.
Yeah.
Honestly, dude, like, it's tough. It's a very tough one to say which one's better, Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged or DBZ Abridged, because both of them are fucking goated. And
both of them are more loved than their originals.
I was gonna say, because DBZ Abridged is so ingrained in the Dragon Ball community that it goes... And you watch a video and it's a scene, and then in the comment section there's at least 2 or 3 comments at the top that have all the likes and comments about someone referencing that scene, but in the abridged version.
Some people have only watched Dragon Ball through abridged.
They watch the same thing, it's just the voice line's different.
Yeah.
Oh, Cell is fucking goated in fucking... It's so, and he sounds just like him.
Yeah.
Vegeta's pretty close, too.
Just like Yu Hakusho abridged. Sound just like
you, Namekian, too strong. Explain now. I am the hype. It's so good. It's just, it's so funny. I miss those days of just sitting on YouTube watching fucking Red versus Blue.
I was thinking Red versus Blue
Fucking
also.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, DBZ Abridged. Naruto Abridged was pretty funny, but they were done by somebody else.
Yeah.
So it's not the whole series. It's not as long. And not as, like, consistently funny, if that makes sense. But, yeah. I think Bleach had an abridged, too, but it was just kind of bad.
Well, everything did. Kogi has had an abridged.
Why are you in soup? Look for soup. Funny as fuck.
Yes.
Bagels. Talk about bagels. It's great. The bridge is funny.
The good old days.
So what else is new?
Nothing.
Nothing. Just the City NT? Or
Just Cydia Duellum.
Duellum?
I don't know where these people get these names. Duodecim, Duellum.
Yeah, but Duodecim goes hard.
NT. What the does NT stand for? Non-territorial? Not terrific?
Not terrific. Yeah, I was trying to find some way to say it's like... I don't know.
Not turning a profit?
Not time.
Yeah.
Well, I think the problem with it is because the NT one is we were so hyped when we first saw that, and it spent 4 years in arcades in Japan.
Yeah. I think the problem with NT is it is even the fact that it's 3v3. It's that they simplified everybody's kits to facilitate it being more balanced for 3v3.
Yeah.
Like, every character felt weirdly samey, when in Dissidia, every character felt very distinct.
Very.
Some of them had unique mechanics only to them.
Like that, yeah, like Dissidia is... I mean, I got close to 700 hours in Dissidia Duodecim, and that is, like, nothing in today's standards.
Yeah.
Of time.
Well, it would have been... If it came out today, we would have even more.
But... For what it was
at
the time, that was triple what I had in any other game. I think the only other game that came close at that time was Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. We played the fuck out of that game too. And for me, Final Fantasy 12, because I put 200 hours in Final Fantasy 12. That beat every aspect of that game. Except the fishing minigame to get the third piece to get the fucking final weapon. But I was like, fuck the fishing minigame.
Yeah.
I beat the bosses, and that's what counts. Except that one singular boss that I found it's inside a sandstorm. I could have easily just gone to do a quest to get an item, get rid of it, but he was level 43. I was level 99. I was going to go in there and three tap him. And at that point, I'd already beaten everything else, so I just stopped playing. I was like, okay, I'm good. But that's just, yeah. And then 14 took over my life. 2013.
Damn.
By accident. Because somebody told me that Final Fantasy 15 was available for pre-order at GameStop, and I went there and I told the guy that I wanted to pre-order Final Fantasy 15, and he said, "Do you mean 14?" And I had seen videos of 14, and I was interested in it, but it was all cinematic videos, you know, the ones that get you. So I just embarrassingly, instead of just admitting that I thought it was a different game, I said yes. So I pre-ordered 14 for when a Roamer board came out. And the rest is history. Here I am, fucking 13 years later, never once dropped to that sub. Have been paying $15 a month to Square Enix since 2013. 9,500 something hours into the game.
Kind of miss it some days.
I get it. But I also get not wanting to do it. It's a big commitment at MMO.
And paying a sub.
That too. But if you do miss it, the free trial goes all the way up to Stormblood. So if you wanted to just get an itch, you could download it under the free trial section, and it's endless now.
I'm not starting it over.
No, you
okay.
same your character. You just wouldn't have access to, you wouldn't be able to do a dungeon of Shadowbringers.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to fuck around with the Realm Reborn stuff, get the relics that you always end up doing, which is Heaven's Ward.
I am almost done with the
Realm Reborn.
The Heaven's Ward Astro Relic.
Yeah, because those are the things you do. So if you ever wanted, just one day you download it, you play it quick, you leave, and then you delete it 3 weeks later, and But I don't know. I was playing it for a while a few weeks ago. I was getting back in it, doing some stuff.
Nice.
Because I had no other games I was playing, but I don't know. FanFest is next month. We'll get a teaser of what the next expansion is.
They're losing me on some of these jobs that are coming now. Pictomancer.
Yeah, it's not for me. It's just a painter job. It's a caster.
I feel like there's a billion other kinds of mages that could have come first. But I guess they really want to get weird with it now.
Yeah, Viper was cool, but I got it to 100, and stopped playing it. It's just other jobs that I was playing, But
I download it and fuck around.
Yeah,
I have to get used to PC controls now.
Yeah. Well, because what you could do, which my wife does, and people cringe at it, but she
plugs the controller in?
No, she clicks all of her skills.
Oh.
So the hotbar is there, and she just clicks on her hotbar. But other people have keybinds, so they'll press certain buttons for each skill.
I feel like that'd be easier, because then target and hit here. Especially for healing. This ally this ally that.
It's just how she's comfortable with it, because you don't have to click the ally.
Right?
Yeah, you can just click.
So either way, it's same kind of positioning.
Yeah, you can just click on the party list, Plus, like ranged AoE spells, you don't got to click on anyone. You just fucking click the button and it does it on you.
Yeah.
But you could do the same thing. You can get a control and plug it into your...
I don't have one right now, though. I want to buy a Steam controller.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, it's like the Xbox.
The moment I do, though, I'm going to be playing Silk Song instead.
True. Isn't the Steam controller like the Xbox one where the two analogs are like this?
I think so. I've actually seen it. Oh, I'm dead.
Whatever. I got my taxes back, so I'll be buying a computer.
Nice.
For gaming. We'll see how often I play it, though. Because right now all my games are...
Yeah.
I'm going to try Smite on it. But I'm not going to go too hard in it, because Smite's a game that I want to be comfortable with the controls going into it.
Yeah.
Because Smite 2, unlike Smite 1, is cross-progression.
Nice, good.
So I just have to figure out how I set up, because somehow I had to have set up an account, a high-res account, to get my data from Smite 1 that I did play in Smite 1 available on that to get it for Smite 2
to that account.
Yes, and to then somehow log in for Smite 2 so that I can have cross progression. Yeah. But I don't want to. I mean, I play casuals anyway. So whatever MMR I have might get fucked when I play on a computer versus... And I've been playing Smite since 2000... When did Paragon close? 15?
Yeah.
16?
I have no clue.
Somewhere around that time. That's when I started playing Smite. So I'm also super used to the controller. But I also, want to play PC and see how much better I can get at PC.
You're going to immediately fix the ability hotbinds.
Maybe.
They're bound to 1 through 4.
Yeah, I know. Because that's how they call all their abilities.
Yeah.
Your 1, 2, 3, or 4.
I had to move them. Getting my hand up there, trying to hit an ability. So I switched to Q, E, and my 2 mouse buttons.
Makes sense. I hate the terminology though when people are talking about that, where it's like, oh, they're Q or they're E. It's like,
yeah,
I hate that version. And
sure.
I also hate predecessors when they're like their alternative ability.
Yeah, that tells me nothing. I don't know which one's which.
Yeah, it's so stupid. Just call it ability 1, ability 2, ability 3, your ultimate.
Yeah.
Goes in order from left to right. Super
easy.
Classic and easy. You know what I mean? But that's just my thoughts on that. I don't know. They can call it whatever they want to call it. It's their game.
Yeah.
But also, I'm just like thinking, because I don't know my next, because like right now I got Crimson Desert. I said that Lord of Hatred's at the end of next month. I'm gonna get Tides of Annihilation, but I don't know when that comes out. And I'm getting Wolverine.
Nice.
So Wolverine's definitely, it's a PlayStation game. It's Insomniac, so I have to play it on PlayStation. Lord of Hatred, I'm already playing on my PlayStation. I could get that on.
You'd have to buy it again.
You would? Yeah, it's Blizzard. Of course I would. 100% have to. So that's not going to happen. Especially because I would need to buy Diablo and Lord of Hatred. You ain't getting me for that, Blizzard.
So that's on console.
Yes. And I'd have to buy, if I wanted to, I'd have to buy fucking Age of Wonders again too, because that's a game that I feel like would be easier on computer, just for the fact of pointing and clicking instead of the fucking the moving a cursor with the analog.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
But I would need the next dry spell like what I had, and then because I'm really excited to really delve into Steam and get those weird games that like you didn't never even just to scroll through the Steam library, man. I just want to fucking find a hidden gem somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
And see what happens.
I'm just looking forward to Vampire Crawlers.
You played the shit out of that demo.
I did. And now that I'm clearing more in Slay the Spire 2, it's like, okay, I can calm down in that now.
Did you ever watch more of the One Piece live action?
No, not yet. I did download Netflix finally, though. I don't think I logged in yet.
Yeah, we finished it like
Nice.
the next day. I had to though, because it was Thursday last week, and I knew I was like, Crimson Desert's coming, because I almost didn't watch the last episode because it was kind of late.
Yeah.
And I almost didn't watch it. But I was like, no, I have to watch it, because if I don't watch it right now, I'll go 3 weeks before it without watching it, and then it'll fade into really one of those things that I never watched the last episode of, like Doctor Who.
I did unlock.
Well, for the last half of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to fucking do it. So we just watched it. So we finished it.
Nice.
Very good. Big step up from season 1, and everyone really agrees with it. Season 3 is going to be all about Alabasta. So
Good.
but I was thinking about this. Is like, I don't know how they end this. Do they end it with just an open-ended cliffhanger like type thing, like open-ended, be like, we'll get to One Piece one day?
Or do they just keep going?
Well, I don't think they keep going because, well, maybe, but I think they can do a very good job of the live action up until a certain point. I think Marineford would be kind of difficult to do because there's so much going on. The budget would be crazy. They'd have to kind of reduce the spectacle of it. But then I think that
To be fair, it's a lot of people, but it's not the flashiest affair ever.
It can be at times. There's a lot of shit going down. Fucking raining magnifists, giants, fucking tsunamis, the world's tilting in half. Some crazy shit happens in Marineford. But I think it gets significantly harder post-time skip.
Big Mom.
All of those. How do you do Gear 5 on a screen? How do you do Kaido on a screen?
You just make him cartoony in an actual live action.
Yeah.
Animate him.
So, I think they're better off.
We'll get the One Piece someday. We'll kill Naraku someday.
Because you gotta think, right? Okay, so they're going pretty fast. Yeah, because all of East Blue, if you go based on like anime and manga, all of East Blue is 100 chapters. So season 1's 100 chapters worth of content. So you could then be like, oh, okay, then in 10 chapters, in 10 seasons, they'll be in Elbeth. And it's like 10 seasons, 3 years in between these characters going to get real old real quick after fucking, you know what I mean? After 10, 15 years. Luffy looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna be played by a 35-year-old, you know what I mean? So that's
better
the thing.
Keep recasting him.
Right, and how do you recast Inaki? Inaki's doing great work.
I know he is.
The whole cast, I think everyone's like spot on right now. Usopp's amazing. Nami's great. Fucking Zoro's fantastic. Though to do the Rue of Cool with Zoro, because the Zoro in live action is more of post-time skip Zoro than pre-time skip Zoro, but I'm okay with that. Sanji's great. I think it's a much better choice to make him more gentlemanly than Simpy.
Thank God.
So, which is what he was originally. Like, when you meet Sanji on the fucking Baratie, he's not simping over ladies. He's very gentleman about it.
Well, yeah, even if he is, like, flirting, he's doing it in a gentlemanly way. He's not going like, awooga, awooga.
Well,
Moroku, will you have my children, please?
Well, you know actually why Sanji's so flirty now? Is because of one of Oda's friends. So after the time skip, when he was coming back, Oda leaned into a gag about how because he got stuck on an island of all, like, men, that he hadn't seen a woman in 2 years. So when he came back and saw the first one, he, you know, it was like a rocket launcher of a bloody nose and stuff. And his friend really, like, loved it or whatever and wanted Sanji to be more pervy. So post-time skip, Sanji's perviness goes.
That's so weird. So
and then
someone even wanting that is the weirdest thing.
Japanese people sometimes can be weird, you know.
It would be so great if he's just a big gooner.
Literally, and he gets goonery as the series goes on. And I think it is a big fumble because when Whole Cake Island came around,
that was your chance to really
go in, because he doesn't goon on anyone in that because it's all about his family and stuff like that. And he almost gets married to some girl, and it's like this is like an endgame relationship with him. And I feel like that what should have happened is that what Sanji learned with Puddin is like
growing up.
Yeah, and being like, okay, Puddin, because like I don't know, because like they do kiss in an alley, but she has the ability to alter memories, so she took that memory from him like right after it happened. So I feel like he should have been more like, okay, Puddin's a special lady for me now, and I'm not going to goon over other people. I mean, I'll still be like
that, or this is what an actual adult relationship is like. Maybe I've been
yeah
a bit of a fool. But
I think what it is Oda doesn't want to change any of the Straw Hats. Luffy's been the same since chapter 1. Nami's been the same. Usopp's been. They all have been the same.
Lame.
Since they joined the crew. And I'll say since they were introduced, because Nico Robin was straight murdering people.
Yeah.
But always off screen in a way that she could wash her hands of it, so that you can, you know. Oda doesn't like to show Straw Hats straight up murdering people on screen, but a few of them have straight up killed people.
I imagine Zoro has.
Yeah, it's Mr. 7. I don't think and he killed those 100 people. And the Whiskey Peak, I'm pretty sure he killed all those people.
I would hope so. He's using 3 swords.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. What they're gonna do in season 3 is gonna be all Alabaster. Season 4, Skypiea and maybe Water 7 together, but those are
Maybe
2.
finish on Ennis Lobby.
That would be a good one.
Because they can do the animal people.
Yeah. Well, because they'd have to do Skypiea as a whole arc, and then Water 7 and Ennis Lobby as a whole arc, but then it would end. That would end in season 5, yeah, Ennis Lobby. Because if you go after Ennis Lobby is the only place it can end. Because then you go to Sabondi Archipelago.
Yeah, imagine you just end with fucking Kuma splitting them up.
Yeah, because, well, that's how that ends. But then that's the start of the Marineford arc.
Yeah.
And for the next, 250 chapters is one fucking long saga. Because fucking Luffy Archipelago gets knocked to the fucking Amazon Lily. There's when he finds out Ace got captured. So him and Boa break into Impel Down to try and free Ace from the prison. That doesn't work. So then they leave Impel Down and they go to Marineford. And at Marineford is when Marineford happens.
Yeah.
And then he goes back to Amazon Lily because he's taken away to heal up. Then he goes into his backstory as a kid. And then he decides he's going to stay.
Is that where they write Sabo in?
Sabo had been teased way sooner because when him and Ace are brothers because they shared a sake cup together, but we've known that there was a third brother since we saw that clip way back then when it showed that, because there was a third sake cup. So we've known Sabo was a thing but didn't know who Sabo was. But then yes, that's when Sabo's introduced as a character, but then he's killed at the end of the flashback. And then we find out he's still alive in Dressrosa. So I think Ennis Lobby's where you have to cut it off. Oh wait, yeah, fucking Thrillbark's in there somewhere too. So Thrillbark and Skypiea can be. No, Thrillbark's after Ennis Lobby. Yeah. So they'd have to change the order of things. Because I don't think Thrillbark's where you end the fucking story. You end it in Gecko Moria. Fucking Rob Lucci's way more compelling enemy to end it on, you know? Well, no, we'll see what happens. Maybe they do just endlessly go and milk that titty until it's just garbage. And we look back on the glory days of seasons 1, 2, and 3.
Well, it is a weird undertaking to do One Piece live action, because, yeah, they're not going to get to the point where they find the One Piece.
No. I tell you, though.
So it's like, why are we here?
I saw a spoiler in a single sentence. In a single sentence of a spoiler of this week's chapter that's coming out. Changed how I see the future of One Piece completely. Because the way I see One Piece, or how I've always seen it, is based on a lot of... There's a Japanese speaking, English and Japanese speaking YouTuber that said that in Japanese it means something a little different. But the way it's translated in English, Whitebeard's last words is all about how he says, you folks in the world government fear the retribution or whatever is going to come when someone finds that treasure, meaning the One Piece. So he's basically saying, so what people drive from that is that Luffy will find the One Piece and then he will fight the world government.
In the final, in the One Piece is either an answer to them or a reason.
Well, whatever's on there on the One Piece, at the One Piece, has information. So there's definitely poneglyphs there at least. Because when the Roger Pirates saw it and Oden said it, who was narrating it, he says, on that day, we learned everything about the Void Century, all the questions, all the mysteries were answered, and then when Roger saw the treasure, he left. So we know there's information with the One Piece that tells the whole story of the Void Century, and how the world government and Emu came to power, and how Joy Boy lost, basically. But Luffy's not about, like, oh no, the world government are bad guys.
No.
Someone has to be in danger for him to then go fight them.
Unless it's also like a history of their, like, atrocities.
Yeah. Which there is.
Yeah, so I mean, he would take action if he heard some horrible, horrible shit.
No, he would not. He would not. Because Luffy wasn't even going to go to Wano and help them unless Momonosuke himself asked. Luffy, because that's another video I watched today. People were like, "Oh, about Roger and everything." They're like, do you forget that, like, Luffy and them watched? They went on Sabaody is the slave capital of the world, and they walked through the slave thing and did nothing. They just like.
Well, did he punch a guy at a slave auction?
Because he shot fucking Hachiman.
Oh. Yeah. Very Gon mentality.
Yeah.
If you're not directly in the way of what I care about, then...
And Luffy has stated numerous times he is not a hero and has no interest in being a hero. Because heroes share food. And Luffy doesn't share food. But my vision of what I thought the story was is that Luffy would gain... Luffy has 3 out of the 4 poneglyphs needed to find the One Piece right now. And Blackbeard, I think, also has 3 of them because he stole Law's rubbins. So yeah, he has 3 of them too. So Luffy and Blackbeard are like tied for the race. So what I always assume, because they have to have a confrontation, those two, absolutely. So what I always viewed is that Luffy and Blackbeard would fight in their thing. Luffy would beat Blackbeard. He's the main protagonist. He's gonna win, and then he would be the one. He would go find the One Piece. We would learn the story of what happened in the Void Century. Something would happen would start the final war, where Luffy and all of his allies he's gained over the course of time would then go and fight the world government in a Marineford style. Because Oda straight out said that at the end of the series there will be a final war that would make Marineford look like child's play. Meaning there's going to be way more characters, way more spectacle.
5 more years of One Piece.
Yes. Oda's been saying 5 more years for everyone. Like, okay, so that's how I always thought it. But something just happened in the spoilers that makes me think that the One Piece will be the last thing that happens. Because Oda has also said that, like, there's been things that, like, Luffy's journey ends when he finds the One Piece. And it's like, well, yeah. That means that's the end of the line. I mean, there might be some more storytelling to happen afterwards, like a final war, maybe.
Showing him as king of the pirates?
Yeah. Because, you know, I don't know. But the thing that happened is Emu's leaving the Holy Land. And the Holy Land's, like, on fire or whatever. So it's like, I feel like everyone's going to be like, instead of someone finds the One Piece and then goes fight the world government, I think everyone's going to meet at a place.
Around the One Piece?
Well, not around, because no one knows where it is. Well,
they can still be around it without knowing they are.
Yes. And then the final war is going to happen. Luffy's going to win. He's going to have the last boat, and then he's going to sail off to find the One Piece. And that's how it might end. Maybe. I like my theory better, but because it's my theory, I'm biased. But we'll see. Who knows? I'm here for the ride. It's One Piece. I just don't want Oda to rush it, and he's been rushing. And I can see why.
Fujimoto.
I can see why, though, because Oda's like, Fujimoto's been at it for 10 years.
Yeah.
Oda's been at it for 30. One Piece is coming up on it.
On the one property. Like, Fujimoto's been doing multiple properties over those years.
Yeah, next year is One Piece's 30th anniversary.
Yeah, remember this is Fujimoto's second series, and he's done like 3 one-shots.
Yeah. So, like we already know, because Oda said it. The rocks, the God Valley thing was kind of just put into Elbath. So the Elbath flashback and the God Valley flashback were probably originally going to be separate things, but Oda combined them and made them interact with each other instead to save time, and I get that. But then also, while in that flashback, which is the longest flashback of the series by 2 or 3 chapters, the next longest one is Odin's flashback in Wano, but like some of the things, like some of the fights in there that we've been salivating over since like before Wano at the Reverie, chapters 900, so like 400 chapters ago. Not that many, that's an exaggeration, but 5-6 years ago we've been salivating over Garp and Roger versus Rox Diesebek, and the fight was okay, but it was like 2 chapters long. And then all of these other great people there having fights, and their fights are like 2 or 3 panels long.
Oof.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think, and a lot of people say it, they think that Oda writes things, or writes gaps in the story because he knows the anime will fill them, so that he can cover more story. Because he also, Oda's dream was always to retire and travel the world, and he's getting older, and the older you get, the least likely that is to happen. But so I think he's like, you know, I would be the same way. He's 30 fucking years.
I want my freedom.
Writing One Piece, and he's got at least 5 years left. There's way too many things in One Piece.
Even that final battle is going to be more than a year. Like,
yeah, it's way too many characters and loose ends to tie up for One Piece. So, like I said at the beginning, I hope he sticks to the landing, and I think he will, because he said he's never changed what the One Piece is, so it's
probably been, what's the word, like marinating and working on that ending at the same time as all of this, like really formulating it.
Well, because what's been proven more and more in later years is how important those early arcs were in One Piece. Because Oda planned for One Piece to only be 5 or 6 years. So everything he needed for the end of One Piece is in the pre-time skip. It's there somewhere. Especially Skypiea is so important, dude. And everyone glosses over it. Like, everything's in Skypiea. Everything. Excuse me. And we'll see it all tied up at the end. Nice little bow.
Yeah, it's better than Gege or Fujimoto or... Oh, fuck, I forgot his name.
Kishimoto. Naruto.
That too.
Kubo from Bleach.
I was thinking Amiche.
Horikoshi.
Thank you.
I'm on fire with the names
Hell
today. Yeah. But yeah, you know.
I know.
You know, I know, we know, you know. They know. Excuse me. It's like I got fucking hair stuck in my throat or something.
I think that I know that that's the end of the episode.
Yeah, I think so too. Good one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Catch you next week. More Crimson Desert, maybe. We'll do
5 chapters of Magi.
And I will
Chainsaw Man's over.
Yeah, and I'll do my best to read
any amount you read we can talk about.
Centauria,
so I'm about to sit down and catch up because I haven't been reading since I caught up.
I do just like
this is the juice.
I was toying today with the idea of buying Monster, but I was like, 18 volumes is a lot.
It is a lot.
I already don't have shelf space for Berserk, or when I impulse bought all the Game of Thrones books and have still not even opened the Amazon box they came in, and I've had them for a year because it sits in my hallway upstairs and my cat sits on top of the box.
Damn.
So it's like his spot. So at this point, I just leave the box there. I know it's in it. It's my books. But where else they going? Just if I open it, I'll open it. Just be like, yes, books, and I'll close
it. Yeah.
And I'll leave them in the same box.
Oh,
for storage.
Fine books.
Yes, right. But it's been the Dukes of Weebdom. Episode 135. We'll see you all next week.
Peace.
See y'all.